One message for you from your aunt.
Uh-huh.
She will bust both of you in the head. Can y'all hear me?
Not rocket science,
I think you, like me, have a face for radio.
Can y'all hear me?
We gonna play with the players we got. Next man up.
That's why it sucks.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Over here.
This kind of unprofessionalism does not need to be tolerated. I mean it. Like,
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
what the hell is going on here? Just all hang up.
Another episode of the BS Podcast.
Hang on, hang on,
Moran.
hang on. There's all kinds of noise in my ear now.
What is up, everybody? Can you hear me? I can't hear you. You're muted. It won't let me unmute you. Also, don't know how to get this down. This is what happens when they send the two of us to do this. You got to unmute yourself, Dad. You're muted.
Now.
There we go. There you are. I'm still trying to figure out how to find the press conference.
Well,
Nobody told me how to find the press conference. So, at any rate, Alabama won 27. And I would like to point out, I know we'll talk about it on Monday. I won another week.
what?
My guess was 27-21, baby.
What did I have?
Again. Cannot wait.
What
for
was
the
my
boys.
score?
34-24. I didn't even know. I hadn't even looked till just now, and I was like, wait a minute. I think I won. So okay, hold on. I think I found it there. Oh, he's already live. Hold on a second. I can't hear it.
We also could have done a better job, I think, of really putting.
Well, he said we could have done a better job of something.
Coaching for one thing.
Yeah, that's football. We found
Wait.
a way to win. We got the takeaways.
No, that's not it.
You know, a lot of crazy moments between balls.
Why is it not?
Maybe they get a hold of and things like that, and a lot of looks.
Share screen.
You know, calls,
There we go.
slots, things like that. But just give you guys.
Can you hear him?
On Jamarian Miller, concussion, and
Barely.
got a concussion as well.
Yeah, I can't really hear him. Doesn't give me an option to turn it up.
Well. Anyway.
I mean, he's in the rotation. He's
Which
hard to
this is us. We don't have to do that. We'll just turn it off because we can't hear him. So anyway, so just really quick, we're gonna be the rebels, and we're just gonna do whatever we want to. Yeah, man. We've got 41 people watching. So hey, if you're watching, drop a line. This will be the wildest probably episode of a post game ever because it's just me and my dad. That is not probably safe, but everybody else had a life today, and so we did not. So if you comment, you can get featured on the show. We would love to hear from you, especially after that game. So we're just going to touch on some stats really quick. Ty was 23 of 31 for 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, and again, no interceptions. He did have a fumble, but he had no interceptions. Let's see. We literally won the game on an interception. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I have never, ever almost cried the way that I almost cried. I was not okay at all. And I was screaming. I knew Austin was busy, so I called my dad. And I was just like, dude, I've never wanted to cry the way I want to cry right now. But I legit was about to cry because I had texted in our group chat and said, and I posted it on Facebook, I just really miss, games that aren't stressful. Like today and last week and the week before. So what were your thoughts? Wild Bill. If you're watching, make sure you drop a comment. We'll say hello. Brandon is, of course, watching.
Roll Tide.
Oh, look at them cute kids. Look at them cute kids.
I don't know who they take after.
No answers.
Well, that was nerve-wracking. I don't know. I just don't understand some stuff. That play, running them 3 running plays right up the middle.
Stupid.
I did not understand those 3 plays. That play, running them 3 running.
I was telling the TV that I could call better plays as a girl who never actually played.
Well, I mean, they could have put the game away there, but then you can't let them have 4th and 6 and give up a 20-something yard completion.
Mm-hmm.
When your senior defensive back never turns to look for the ball. But there again, we had chances to put the game away, and as usual, we don't. I don't know what happens to our mentality. Offensive line, we thought we had that corrected, but we got beat pretty bad several times, especially on our right tackle. So we got work to do. I'm proud that they hung in there.
Roll Tide, Laura. Roll Tide, Josh.
I thought that I don't understand some of the officiating non-calls that were not made.
Agreed.
But it is what it is. We won.
We won, baby.
We stopped their 15-game home winning streak just like we stopped Georgia's 33-game home winning streak.
Max.
So we live another day. Now we got the hated Big Orange from Knoxville, Tennessee to come to T-Town next week. So our defense got to keep improving. But I'm proud of the team. They hung in there and they won. I think Jam suffered a concussion. I'm not positive. But I thought that was targeting.
Yeah. Look like it. I'm like, does anybody know what targeting even is?
Well, from everything that we've heard, they said if you drop the crown of your helmet, even though they say it was his shoulder, but he still dropped the crown of his helmet and led with his helmet. But I don't know. But we won. So we're now, 5-1?
5-1, baby. I got some stats right here for us to talk about, which I know we'll talk about them.
We won. Roll Tide.
I know we'll talk about them in depth on Monday's episode with the whole squad. But Ty Simpson was, like I said, 23 of 31, 3 touchdowns, 200 pass yards. Their quarterback was 167. He was 167 yards, 16 of 28, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. And then Jam was, of course, our leading rusher with 85 yards. He had 20 carries. Would also like to point out how Ryan Williams did not have 1 catch today. Mm-hmm. And there were a couple of times he was open. And my guy Ty didn't get him the ball, which ticked me off because, I still love Ty. But he did make some mistakes today that were rough. He made some rough mistakes today. But again, this is his first season starting. He's got to learn. So hopefully it's not against Tennessee that he learns. Hopefully he plays normal. So total yards, Mizzou actually had 5 more total yards than us. They finished the game with 330 and we finished with 325. They had 2 turnovers. We only had 1. Time of possession was quite lopsided. We had the ball for 38 minutes and 33 seconds, and Mizzou had it for 21 minutes, 27 seconds. We were 6 of 15 on third down. That is atrocious.
What were they?
1 of 10. So
That's
it wasn't
atrocious.
it wasn't as bad as we had 5 penalties for 30 yards and they had 4 for 45 yards. We had 22 first downs. They had 15. I did text in our group chat and said I was really impressed with our defense today. I was very proud of our defense today. Of course, right after that, they gave up a touchdown or something. And I was like, okay, that wasn't what I was talking about. But I felt like they held their own. All we had heard all week was Mizzou this, Mizzou that, Alabama. This is Alabama's first test. I'm sure now, all lead up into next week, they're going to say Tennessee's our only test that we've had so far. So, because they just changed the game. But I will go ahead and throw this up because let's go. It's time. Let's go. Pretty sure even in spite of his mistakes today, we have a lot of people watching. If you are watching, please comment. I'm Amber. This is my dad, Bill, and 2 cousins and my husband are both missing from our live, just kind of like touch points on what we felt like watching the game. We go deep dive with the whole team on Monday at 5:30 Central. So if you want to hear from more than just my dad and I, and the people who actually I'm not saying that me and my dad don't know, but the ones that eat, sleep, and drink it are not here today. So, but if you're watching, drop a comment. We would love to hear from you. And you can also email the podcast. You can also follow us on X. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on all the things. But I would like to know, Bill, what your thoughts are on, even after some play today. For some reason, it's not letting me do what I want to do here, but it's fine. What are your thoughts on? Whoa. This is what happens when they leave me in charge. I don't know what's going on. What are your thoughts on Ty for the Heisman after today? Even though he did have some mistakes today, what are you thinking?
It probably took a hit today.
Even though we won, you think so?
Even though we won, but he's got plenty of opportunities ahead of him.
You're right.
To jump up in the top 3 or 4. I mean, he's still, he's young at starting. We all understand that. But he's still got to be quicker with some of his decisions about getting rid of the ball without being sacked, or if he sees nobody open and it feels like pressure's coming, just throw the ball, just throw it up, out of bounds. Get rid of it so we don't have a negative play. But I have a question for the listeners and also my daughter. When was the last time that we watched a football game and not the first offensive holding called on either offensive line?
Oh.
You think about how many, I'm talking about Alabama guys, I'm talking about Missouri guys, just running free, running loose, but not one holding call on an offensive lineman.
I didn't even realize that. I was just tore up over any penalties that got called.
I mean, I noticed that. There were several holding calls that should have been made, but they didn't call them. There was another face mask on when they got Ty one time. They had his face mask standing right there.
Yeah, let's Austin sent that, so let's throw that up on the screen.
But that I just wanted to ask that question to any of the listeners. When was the last time we saw that?
Anybody know? Anybody want to put in their 2 cents worth? Remember, you can comment and be featured on the show. I'm going to throw this picture, though, of this face mask that literally went out on social media. Like, it's an actual photographer image. Like, this is not like somebody who was there shooting the game. I'm trying to get it loaded in for us to review together. I mean, it is a blatant face mask that did not get called.
And if you follow the play all the way through, he's even got him by the face mask when they go to the ground. He still has a hold of it. So it should have been first and goal from about the 6 to 8 inch line, yard line, and stuff, whatnot. So we could have just handed him the ball, let him go get that 6 inches for a touchdown.
I don't understand.
Because you have officials standing back here that's looking
Yes.
directly at the play to make those kind of calls.
Yes.
Amber, do you have the stat of what their all-American, all-everything running back, what do he have today?
What's his name? I can look it up. Oh, the main guy. I can look it up. He had 52 rushing yards and no touchdowns.
How many carries?
This doesn't say.
52
It's just like
yards.
a recap on AI. It's not giving me the actual statistics, so it doesn't tell me how many.
52 yards. He's been averaging how many? About 150 yards a game.
Oh yeah, he's been
Pretty
freaking.
good. That's pretty good defense. So
I'm really proud of our defense. I will continue to say that in spite of that last drive that they scored on.
yeah.
But we, of course, our text thread was blowing up and we were just like, something has got to happen. I had walked out of the room and walked back in and they said interception and I turned and looked and it was happening as I looked up and I was like, I was literally about to cry. I was like, I just knew we were about to lose that game on the last drive. Like, they weren't going to settle for a field goal. Like, Jesse and Joe, what's his face, they were talking about field goals and all this stuff. And I was like, they're not settling for that. Like, they're going to go for some touchdown. They're going to go to win this. And then interception won the game, which roll tide.
That play, and then what an outstanding play by a backup running back when they tried to fake punt. He's a backup running back that made that
on the special teams.
Play. Kudos to Mr. Washington.
I heard them say that and I was like, wow, that's impressive. But I feel like going back to this picture, I just feel like things like photographers that are at these games need to start posting this stuff to hold the SEC accountable for stuff. Just like the Auburn-Oklahoma game a couple of weeks ago. I don't know that the SEC would have issued a statement if it had been anybody but Auburn. I'm just going to be honest because Auburn. But I don't know. We won't know. Like, we don't know because it happened in an Auburn-Oklahoma game. But until people like this picture is very clear, this is a face mask that did not get called. Somebody needs to be held accountable for this. Even though we won the game, you cannot suck at your job and keep your job.
Exactly.
That is real life in the real world. And SEC officials especially, they're never held accountable to what they do. And it's like when you do this and then you're talking about other missed calls that you saw, and I'm sure Austin saw some, I'm sure Josh saw some, I'm sure I was sitting at my computer working, just kind of listening and looking back up because I was so stressed out. Unless somebody releases this, nobody's going to be held accountable. So this, photographers, whoever, even the like school video people, like, release this footage, release these images so that these people are forced to be held accountable. The SEC office never holds anybody accountable for anything. And especially
Well,
That's
but
the only way
what
it's ever going to change is if
that's what I'm
people
saying.
do that.
That was there, but he never let it go.
Right.
He even had it to the ground. The NFL, they suspended a whole officiating crew for
Yes, they did.
bad officiating. Why can't we do that? The NFL guys are getting paid. The college guys are getting paid. You take that paycheck away from them for a week or two, and maybe they'll start doing better. So, anyway, we won. We 5-1, baby. Roll Tide.
Yeah, we are. All right. So we are playing. We've got a lot of people watching our rebel behavior. We didn't even go over the. We didn't even play the. I couldn't figure out how to turn it up, so that was a problem. But we are, for those of you who are watching, so if you've never watched the BS podcast before, we go live for about 30 minutes to 45 minutes, which today probably won't be as long because it's not Quincy or Austin, and
That's
they
right.
talk the most.
No,
they
don't leave
also
Josh
eat,
out.
but Austin and Quincy eat, sleep, and breathe football. So we are just a family who puts out a podcast. We're all Alabama fans, and we talk about Alabama football immediately following the game, no matter win or lose. And we also go live every Monday at 5:30 Central. Same concept. However, it is our whole team usually on Monday. So our whole little squad of family. Usually on Saturdays, it's just a couple of us, maybe 3 of us. I've actually not ever done a Saturday after the game until today because Quincy's missing, Josh is missing, Austin's missing. So it's just me and my dad. I am also too old for games like today. I was literally sitting, I have a TV mounted on my office wall. And I was sitting here, this is my computer, and I was sitting here and I would look up and I'd be like, oh my God, what is happening? I was like so stressed out. I was like shaky and I was like, oh. I just needed them to win, and they did. And it was a great day because I was the closest one to the score predictions, but we'll just let everybody else talk about that on Monday.
I was close.
You were close. You were the next. You were the next closest.
If we'd have scored that touchdown.
Actually, no, you were not the next closest. Josh's was 31-24.
That's what I said. If we'd have scored that other touchdown, that'd been 34-24.
I won.
So anyway.
So yes, we do have. It was a nail biter. Jim Phillips says nail biter.
That's
you ain't wrong.
That's right.
I miss the days of blowouts. I'm happy they won, but they got a lot of work for next week. Yes, they do. What time was the Tennessee game today? Have they already played?
No, they're kicking off like 3:15 or something like that, I think.
Let's see, because they're playing Arkansas today.
Cupcake.
Well, I'm trying to look it up. My Wi-Fi is not. Well, Petrino wants to be the boss, so we'll see what happens. Yes, they kick off at 3:15 today, and then and they are playing at Neyland. I just don't think Arkansas can beat Tennessee at Neyland Stadium.
Hey, Amber, I don't know if you knew this, but they not only fired their head coach, they fired the whole defensive staff last week after they fired the head coach. So Petrino had to get him a defensive staff too.
Well, Josh said he's commenting, but I don't see any comments from him.
Well,
yeah, and then LSU plays
South Carolina tonight.
South Carolina and Texas and Oklahoma are playing today.
They're on
and
now.
They're saying that the Oklahoma quarterback was going to play anyway, which sounds stupid to me, but whatever. And Ole Miss, what ended up being the final to the Ole Miss game? Because it was almost over also.
It was close.
Oh, yeah. They only won 24-21.
And Washington State's were not very good.
They were 3-2.
Yeah. So, but tonight, Georgia's at Auburn. Georgia at Auburn.
That's right.
So anyway,
Josh has corrected me. He said he has it pulled up on TikTok, X, whatever. And he said that he also eats, drinks, and sleeps football. So let me correct myself. He does too, guys. He does too. I've really only watched Alabama because that's all I care about. I might turn on the Georgia Auburn game just to see what happens because I hate Auburn. Let me just point out something that is driving me crazy currently. So, Austin and I'm texting your nephew back. I said I just corrected myself. My current complaint is Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, is an Auburn alumni. And Austin and I are due upgrades for our phones. So we've been going to upgrade to the new release because we can get it for like $2 a month on our bill. Guess what colors they're available in?
blue and orange.
And silver, and only AT&T stores carry the silver. And I don't want to go to the AT&T store here because everybody says they messed their bill up. So I was going to buy it from the guy at Walmart that, sells, because he's a nice guy. And I was going to try to give him some business. All he's had in store is blue. Ew. First off, why are blue and orange the only options when we've had green and we've had black and we've had white and we've had gray and we've even had purple and yellow and like blue and orange are the only options?
Good reason not to get it. Just stay with what you got.
There's a whole world of people out here that don't give a flying crap about Auburn, and you release new phones that are only Auburn colors. What? Freaking a-hole. My God, I hate Auburn. Like only a Auburn alumni, when they suck, would release a phone line of only Auburn colors. Also, I would like to point out that Austin could not wear his lucky 2009 National Championship shirt today. And he left it here with me because they had an all-day singing thing. And I wore it. And me and DeBoer, when DeBoer wears black and somebody in this house has his shirt on. 5-0, baby. 5-0. We're getting real superstitious around here. Look, it shows us that there are 85 Alabama fans watching this podcast, and not one of them is joining me with my rant against Tim Cook. I'm just ticked. Like, it makes me want to switch from iPhone altogether because I don't want to support Auburn.
Well, you have been for years.
Well, but anyway, it was a win for Alabama today, everybody, and it was a very stressful game to watch. But in the end, we had an interception to seal the deal. Monday, we will be live with the whole crew. So excited. Josh is back, and he's texting me, threatening my life right now. So it'll be a fun time. We will probably argue, which is always a good time. It will be the whole fam. Q-Dog will be here. Wild Bill will be here. Josh, we don't know if it'll be Smash Dash or which version of Austin will show up. And myself, I will continue to be rooting for Ty and the Heisman, but he's going to have to play better than he did today, even though we won. But for all of us at the BS Podcast, we will see you on Monday. If you're watching us, it says we've got 89 people watching right now. If you're watching, you need to join the whole fam Monday at 5:30 Central right here. And then it re-releases the next day, maybe that night, on anywhere you listen to podcasts. So for all of us who are not here, for the two of us that are, everybody, roll freaking Tide, baby.
Roll Tide.
Go.
One message for you from your aunt.
Uh-huh.
She will bust both of you in the head. Can y'all hear me?
It's not rocket science, you know.
I think you, like me, have a face for radio.
Can y'all hear me?
We gonna play with the players we got. Next man up.
That's why it sucks.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Over here.
This kind of unprofessionalism does not need to be tolerated. I mean it. Like,
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
what the hell is going on here? Just all hang up.
Another episode of the BS Podcast.
Hang
I'm your
on,
host,
hang
Quincy
on,
Moran.
hang on. There's all kinds of noise in my ear now.
Oh, jeez.
We need a little bit more professionalism.